16th Planning Board meeting. And we have, what, one item on the agenda this evening, right?
Yes.
Would you join in the Pledge of Allegiance, please? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay, Catherine, you want to call the roll,
Yes.
please?
Mr. Anderson.
Here.
Mr. Arena.
Here.
Mr. Kashani.
Here.
Mr. Kosel.
Here.
Mr. Malta.
Here.
Mr. Mixel.
Present.
Mr. Giardina.
Here.
Mr. Artuso.
Here.
Mr. Sacred.
Here. Okay. We have one meeting this evening on Basket Road, and that is a public hearing. So, Dave, you want to go ahead and read it?
Basket Road accessory structure located 192 Basket Road. Applicant Eric Davis is requesting preliminary final site plan approval to construct a 960 square foot accessory structure on a 3.00 acre parcel located in an LL large lot zoning district under the Code of Town of Webster.
Okay, with that, I think it's your Eric, right?
Yes, sir.
Doing pretty good so far, are we? Okay,
Great.
good. Go ahead, what are you building?
I'd like to build accessory structure, I guess you'd call it a small barn, in the woods behind my house for some storage of a couple cars, lawn equipment, just a kind of workshop for some things over the years coming up here.
Okay, what do you, we have a sketch of it, this is what you're proposing, something like this, I
Yes.
guess?
It's not quite exact that as far as the specifications of it,
Dimensions.
the color is probably a bit different than that, how it's rendered, and it'll have the wainscoting, so it's two colors on the siding.
Ordinarily, we'd ask for samples of what you're doing, but where you're putting this so far back, I drove by there today, I couldn't even see where you're proposing
Which is
to put it.
partially why I put it there. That
Yeah,
was
cool.
the most level spot in the woods, and I had to remove the fewest number of trees and disturb the landscape the
Yeah.
least in that location.
All right. Anybody, any questions on it? There's a drawing there of it.
Is there gonna be electricity or heat or water back there, going back there?
No water, eventually electricity. That I'll have to contract out. I had one electrician look at it with plans to upgrade the service on my house, and then the electric would be buried back there. But I'm not going to put in a heated floor or anything like that, like I did in my garage I built on the house recently. Maybe a wood stove down the road a few years. I cut all my own firewood, that'd be a good way to heat it.
Yeah.
It won't be heated consistently, maybe when I'm out there working. It's mainly for, winter storage of a couple cars to get them out of my garage in the winter and put them back there so I can actually park myself in my garage, and then a boat so it's undercover and not sitting in my yard.
Okay.
So,
This is listed as a public hearing, so why don't we open the public hearing? And if any neighbors has a concern either for or against this project, you can call 872-7011. And we'll take your comments. In the meantime, this way we can keep going with it, if anybody's got questions.
Does he need to come back if he's going to install a wood-burning fire or
No.
wood stove in, he doesn't have to come back?
Come back for what reason?
Well, because he wants to add on to, the gentleman mentioned about later on perhaps putting in a wood burning.
Well, it'll be inside, it's no impact on anything.
It would require a
Right.
separate permit?
But not by the planning board, just.
Oh, all right, okay.
Yeah,
All right, just curious.
yeah, no, you should be okay with that. Anyone, anything else?
How high is it?
the building height, I believe, is
16.
6.
And how tall is your main house?
I actually just did a survey for that. So the main house is,
I think your peak, looking at it, I think it's higher than 16 feet, because I saw it today.
yeah,
Okay.
the main house, like where it abuts the driveway on the north side, is 23'4".
And you're not seeking any variances, correct?
No?
No, it's well away from any,
Yep.
any property line, and the ground level is about 6 foot lower there, so it'll be well below the peak height of the house.
Sounds good.
Okay. Well, no one's called in, so your neighbors must, they don't
They
care.
all told me
They're
they
not
got the
watching.
letter, everyone that I saw today or the last few days, and,
It meets all the requirements based on the code, chapter 225 in the zoning for accessory buildings. It meets all the requirements. We were a little bit questioning why it stuck out in the back onto the other property, but
right.
Josh explained what you did there, so that's no problem. And it's nice, you've got it right on your site drawing too, which helps a whole lot. Tape location.
Yeah, I played with the drone a little bit and took pictures overhead so you could actually see a little
Yeah.
bit better where it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm. Okay, anybody, any other, Dave? Any, John?
No, looks
Good.
good to me.
Okay.
Good to me.
Okay, so it's a preliminary final, so for a preliminary, you got to do a secret, you want to go ahead and do that?
Town of Webster Planning Board consider request by Eric Davis to construct a 960 square foot accessory structure located at 192 Basket Road on a 3-acre parcel having SBL number 051.01-1-13. The Planning Board classifies the proposed action as a type 2 action under section 617.5C2 of the State Environmental Quality Review Regulations, and therefore is not subject to further review.
Second.
Need a second? Yeah.
Mr. Anderson?
Aye.
Mr. Kosel?
Aye.
Mr. Giardina?
Aye.
Mr. Mixel?
Aye.
Mr. Malta?
Aye.
Mr. Arena?
Aye.
Mr. Kashani?
All right. We could do a preliminary on this, we can actually simplify it. We can take it and make it subject to 225-36 regarding accessory buildings. The building conforms to the setbacks. It's in the rear of the building, which is part of it. It's not larger than the square footage of the main. Number 4, it's over 400, here for variance for, or permit for that. It's not higher than the main structure. He's presented the drawing, so we'll just make it subject to 225-36. Now, anything you want to add on to that?
No commercial
That's
usage?
that, storage?
Yep.
So no storage for personal use, right?
Yes, only.
Okay, anything else?
No, are you gonna limit, it can be used as a housing,
It's for personal use, not to be used for living quarters, right?
No.
Yeah, okay, that's in there too. All right, that, with those two items added on, that'd be a motion.
Significant construction?
Well, that, final.
Second.
Preliminary.
I'll second your motion.
Have a second.
Okay. Mr. Kashani?
Aye.
Mr. Mixel?
Aye.
Mr. Giardina?
Aye.
Mr. Kosel?
Aye.
Mr. Anderson?
Aye.
Mr. Malta?
Aye.
Mr. Arena?
Aye. Okay, we'll do a final and just make that subject to all preliminary approvals. And, let's see, we'll make it subject to, let's see, what do we want to get in there? Letter of code to the town. We need that, engineer post, letter certification. Conditions. Significant construction to occur within 1 year is deemed by the planning board to expire on March 16th, 2022. What else, anything else? That's pretty much covered, should it?
Is it just the two?
What's that?
Just the two, subject to preliminary and the significant?
Yeah, and, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I don't think we need anything else in there. John, is there anything else you felt? That's it? Okay. All right, okay, that's a motion.
Derek
Okay,
seconded.
Mr. Kashani?
Aye.
Mr. Mixel?
Aye.
Mr. Giardina?
Aye.
Mr. Kosel?
Aye.
Mr. Anderson?
Aye.
Mr. Malta?
Aye.
Mr. Arena?
Aye.
Mr. Kashani?
Aye. Okay, you're all set, good luck with it.
Thank you very much. Thanks for taking the time to be
Yeah.
here tonight. I appreciate it.
Good luck with the project, that's a real nice, I'd love to have that.
Yeah, I just,
It's a nice setup.
it'll be It'll be great. I need the extra space.
Oh, gosh, yes, that's great.
Get rid of that other ugly shed I have and make a nice barn.
And it's tucked back in there nice, yeah, very nice. Good luck. Take care. All right, that's it. And again, another short meeting. It took Karen longer to wipe down the place than it took for us to have the meeting for. So I guess with that, we'll say goodnight. Thanks for coming in.